I'm Kris Hagan. For those who don't know, I've been a language coach for many years. In my career, I've taught a wide variety of people, from famous singers and radio presenters to doctors, uni students, and yes, even desperate housewives trying to find an English lover. I've finally decided to share my thoughts, tips and tricks with the world. Also check out my YouTube channel if you want to see my ugly mush. So let's kick off this podcast with a great jingle.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock. Shining on his English lips, Kris
is an anagram of risk.
Kris.
Hello and welcome back,
welcome
sexy
back.
Sidekick.
Hi, my name's Io. Nice to meet you.
Meeting me or meeting the other people? You know me.
Meeting you, yeah.
Tell us very briefly, what's your opinion of long-distance relationships?
I think long-distance relationships are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a but.
I could see the lips were ready for a but. Uh-huh.
There has to be an end game. I think having a long-distance relationship for 3, 4, 5 years is too long. You need to have an end game. You need to talk to each other and communicate and say, you know, this is what we're working towards.
Mm-hmm.
This is,
you need to have a goal.
Yes, there needs to be a goal. There needs to be an end goal, or else you're just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And that's not fun, you know. You can't move forward. Your longest long distance relationship is with who and when and how long? My longest distance relationship is with Shane, my partner.
Your partner in crime.
Yeah. How long, Shane? 2016 to 2018.
A long time then.
2 years?
6 years. 2016, 2018. I was going to say partner in crime. In fact, last night you stole 2 pineapples.
Yeah.
But you were given permission from the waitress.
Yeah, she did give us permission.
She said, if I don't see it, I don't know it happens.
Exactly.
Which means take them. In English. So all our English students out there, if you hear that, it means steal everything. Yeah, no, we're not condoning stealing, but
we were in a long distance relationship for 2 years. Communication is absolutely key in a long distance relationship.
So you spoke and Shane listened?
No, we spoke. We spoke every day. Like, we texted. He went out on loads of night out. I went out on nights out with my friends. We still texted each other. We told each other what we're doing, and it's a long distance relationship only work if you're both in it and there's trust, there's an understanding, and the communication,
end goal.
And then the end goal.
So Io, you approve then?
Yes, I do.
She likes to go line dancing 5 days a week. She danced so much she had to get to her knees. Her cheese and onion pie is the very best. Or try her bakewell tart and forget the rest. La 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 la, her name is Spot. La 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 la, her name is Pat.
Hello, Pat.
Hi, Kris.
Hello. We've been talking with Io about long-distance relationships. What's your opinion? What's your take on long-distance relationships? Do they work? Do they not?
Well, I think it probably depends on the age of the people. I mean, if it's somebody, say, in the teens and they're going off to, one of them's going off to university or something.
You can't now with England because of Erasmus. It stopped. But long-distance, like in the same country then?
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I was saying Erasmus has stopped.
Oh, right.
You can't do it in the UK anymore.
Oh, right.
You have to go to university in Spain or wherever.
Oh, right.
Can't.
No, I actually meant like if somebody was going to,
Essex.
London or, Essex and somebody
still long
else
distance.
Yeah.
Longer than a mile.
Well, yeah. Right. So I think, and they're only young, so when you first meet somebody and you're, 18, 19, whatever, it's kind of a more intense, you want to be with them all the time, and, our love will last forever.
There's humping behind a skip.
Well, and, our love will last forever, and then they go, yes, I'll be waiting for you when you come home at Christmas, and and then it's I'm getting fed up with this. I want to be out, and and he's probably he or she who's gone to university probably goes out with the mates, and so then I think I could see it kind of fizzling out. I think if it's older, if they're older, then it might be different, So it definitely depends on age, I think.
Do you think you would be good in a long distance relationship?
Well, you see, don't know. I can't say. And for how long is this?
Hypothetical.
Yeah, is
let's
this
say a year.
Oh, well, a year. I think, yeah. And never see each other in that year. I mean,
I don't know.
Actually, there are a lot of, when you think of people in the army, the forces, there's a lot of long-distance relationships where they...
Because they can't come back.
Exactly. And they last, don't they? You know, a lot of them do last. What's
the woman getting up to at home if the man's in the army or vice versa?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, but it can work. If it was a case of like a one-off, or he was going to work away for 12 months, and you know, and like I say, if you'd known them for a long time, you'd probably survive. I could probably survive on that, but I don't know. In general, I think I could see it, fizzling out at some stage. Yeah.
So you don't believe in absence makes the heart grow fonder?
Well, again, it depends on the length of time.
For a week is all right, but for 2, no.
Well, I think
for a fortnight, no.
If you're talking about a year, but you see each other maybe on and off, they could come home for a holiday here and there, maybe 2 or 3 times a year. You could manage it. But if you're talking a few years, and like I say, you're only young, you think, oh, I'm wasting my life, it's not going to work. So in general, it depends on age, but I'd be on the kind of side where no, it probably wouldn't work.
Yeah, it's not the easiest thing to do.
No, that's right.
So thanks for your dating advice.
Okay.
I don't know if IU agrees. We'll find out. See you next week.
See ya.
You need to activate your sexy. Silk and smooth and snap. Now lean with it. Throw a little sheen in it. Say bop, dishes back. Just a bit of adverts.
Do you have Instagram? Everybody has Instagram these days. Go and follow all our accounts. Kris Hagan Media, Cirque Magazine, Kris Hagan Language Institute, and if you're interested in what I'm getting up to on a daily basis, The Real Kris Hagan. Also TikTok, Kris Hagan Official. Your daily dose of English is in your hands.
Now there was a time when they used to say that behind every great tile there had to be a great Shane.
Shane's back. Hello.
Hello again.
Do you like your jingle?
I mean, I didn't have any influence in it, but I'm very happy with how it turned out.
Okay. Io still doesn't have one. Poor Io. So in the last time we spoke about you, who you are, the fantastic city of Dublin, the town of Woking. Okay, but there's one other little thing that you didn't tell us about you, which is a big thing. Everything sounds perverted with you. I don't know why. It's your influence on me. It's because of the new book, The Penis on the Table. Go and get it now. So go on then. What is the big thing about you that we don't know?
Well, it's a big thing if it's not something related to you, but I am in fact a twin, which means, of course, that I was
you're a twin.
Born in the same day as my sibling.
But are you identical?
We're not identical because we are male-female.
Okay, so there's a bit of a difference.
So they can't be completely identical, but we do look alike, and it's probably one of those where once you point it out, you can kind of see the similarities a little bit more.
So she's like Shane in drag.
Yeah, Shane with breasts.
Depends on the time of year. But you said you're not sporty anymore, so
no.
If we keep eating in this period, we'll all have breast. So anyway, so what about being a twin? What's special about being a twin? Do you have that? Like people said that there's this thing where you can sense when the other one's ill and all these things.
Yeah,
is it true?
Telepathy or whatever it's called. Not quite. Maybe more so growing up. When you're a kid and you're a twin, you just assume that that's how everybody lives when they've got a brother or sister, but you don't realize you're literally going through life at the same pace as them and seeing things for the first time and all that kind of stuff. So it can be like having a friend always there to explore new things, and you're never alone, and it's always quite interesting to see and experience things for the first time together with someone. So that it can be useful in that way. At the same time, you do have to share everything. You do have to have equal parts.
Yeah, that's a problem. Also birthdays.
Equal parts, birthday cakes, number of candles, all have to be equal. And
is it half blue and half pink?
It was for a number of years half blue and half pink before we branched out into different colours of the rainbow.
Yeah.
But yes, it's quite a cool thing to have. It's quite a an interesting topic to bring up when you speak to other people that you haven't met before as well. It becomes less of a fascinating thing the older you get, because you obviously meet more people and you make your own friends and whatnot. But still quite cool to know that there's someone out there who's literally going about life at my same level.
Oh yeah, but also you don't only share your birthday with your twin, you also share your birthday with Io.
I've managed to become the least important person on my birthday.
Just find other people all with the same birthday. Just all your friends need to be the same birthday.
Yeah.
So with do you have things? What's similar between you and your twin then? You don't look identical, but what
we would
things
have
are similar?
I've obviously grown up in the same house, so a lot of influence from our parents, but some of our interests are the same. Our sense of humor is definitely quite similar. Something you probably wouldn't have in other households where brothers and sisters often, if there's an older one, they tend to have a much different view of life and humor than the younger one. But we have a pretty similar sense of humor, which probably comes from watching the same things and listening to the same jokes.
Is she quiet as well, like you?
She's absolutely not quiet.
She's the opposite.
She's the opposite. She's very much so a little bit like Io in that she's bubbly and life of the party.
Choosing the right adjective. She's bubbly. Yeah.
So can definitely speak for Ireland.
What's she called?
Roisin.
Roisin. Hi, Roisin.
Hello. Out there. Roisin.
Your brother's here. He's here. But she would know if she's a real twin. She would know that you were here now.
Yeah, absolutely. She could just sense it.
She can sense that you're sat here freezing to death upstairs. Okay, I have a question. Okay, but you said you don't really know. Another Francesco, who's an artist here in Italy, asked about Irish art. In your opinion, what is Irish art? I know you don't know anything about art, neither do I, to be honest. But when you think about Irish art, what could there be? Because art doesn't only mean things that you paint.
When I think of Irish art, well, Roisin, my twin sister, is someone who works in art. So she is.
Oh, okay. Well, she can answer the question.
She's what can I call it? A coordinator of art galleries.
Really?
So she works literally with paintings and stuff, but also sculptures and designs done with graphics and that kind of thing. So there's a little bit of variation, but when I think of art in Ireland, I think of landscape, portraits of like sheep and hills, rolling hills.
Yeah, so Irish art is this then? Sheep and hills.
Cottages by the sea. That's what I think of when I think of Irish art.
And grey clouds.
Yeah.
And grey clouds. But it's a very artistic place, Ireland. Many artists go there.
A lot of them. It's a good place to go if you are an artist. You can kind of find yourself a little nook somewhere where it's peaceful and you can let your creativity flow. There's plenty of places like that in Ireland where you can just kind of escape the real world, if you like, and get creative.
In fact, Gianni is another listener. Hi, Gianni. Basically asked about James Joyce. Do you remember him?
He's someone from our history books for sure.
He's dead
in school.
Shane doesn't know him personally. He's not that old.
No, we never had a connection. I never got his number.
Never had to be at Temple Bar. No.
But yeah, he's definitely someone we learned about in our history books growing up.
So you study him properly at school?
Well, he's a name, like if he's done some writing or something, then we would have read about it, or
What do you remember?
1916.
Was that a year?
The Easter Rising, rising up against the Brits.
You're not reading this off a piece of paper. He's actually remembering it. All right, good. So we'll speak to you again next time. Thank you very much.
Ciao.
And go and have a look at some Irish art now.
Yeah, I need to educate myself.
Yeah, me too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Shane, 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 so cool.
Bye. See you next time.
Bye.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock, shining on his English lips. Kris
is an anagram of risk.